Hi everyone, in this presentation I will be explaining to you everything you need to know about the CXT Blender 3D course, and I will bring you up to speed as to how the course is going to go, basically all the information you need to know concerning the course. So we actually had this recorded previously, but we did not forgot to add in the sound and all that, so it pretty much messed with the recording. So now we had to do that again, but not to worry, you can still see clips of that Google Meet session in this video, but the main information about the webinar and everything, that's what I'm putting out here. So what is the CXT Blender course about? Now, to cut the long story, the CXT Blender course is an 8 weeks motion graphics course focused on teaching you everything you need to know about animation in Blender. It's designed to equip you with the tools to enter into the motion design space and to dominate it. Now, what took us motion designers weeks, months, years to learn, imagine putting that amount of information and testing and all that, and putting it into one single course. It's possible that while in your journey as a motion designer or as a creative, you've been looking for how to get into the motion design space. You've been testing, you've been doing different things, you've been entering into the 3D world and coming out back. But this course is designed to help you, give you everything you need, put you on the right path in terms of 3D animation, make sure you have all the knowledge you need to have to work as a 3D animator successfully. So that's what this course is. Now, we had initially looked into like other courses, like what are other people teaching as regards Blender or as regards 3D, and most of them would maybe teach abstract stuff that you cannot expect to use when you get into an office space or where you are doing a regular 9 to 5. Most people have this issue where they don't like letting you in on all the secrets as regards their 3D work, because 3D as it is like one of the best kept secrets. People like to hoard this information. People like to make sure that it's them that has it, and while they teach you something else, they make sure that the one that is really making them money or the companies are really asking them for, they are keeping teaching people. So we plan to break down all of that and make sure that you get all the information that you need to be able to kickstart your own career. I mean, there's so many people in this world, so if you're among the very few that knows about how to do 3D properly, it's great. You'll still be able to, the competition isn't that much, you'll still be able to charge your clients well, create really amazing animations and artworks, and stand out very quickly instead of taking you weeks and months and all that. So yes, we had looked through to see other courses that were perfect for this. We looked through to see other people that are doing something similar, but there was not that many. So basically what we're trying to do is to, because of those things that I was looking for as regards my own journey, because we're not there for me, I try to be there for other people. I try to provide things that took me weeks and months and years to learn. I try to provide it for other people so that they don't take that much time to get it, and they all of a sudden are now good, they are now proficient, they are now better, they are now what's the word, now good, really, without spending so much time. You're basically saving you so much time. So we are providing all the tools, the add-ons, the materials, assets, nodes, whatever it is that we know that is necessary to be able to create those animations. Now, about me, I am Michael CXT. I'm a 3D motion designer. I've been animating. I'm in the design space for over 8 years. I'm not just an animator. Like I said before, I realized that so many things that I was looking for when I was starting my journey were missing. So I decided to not just create works for myself, but also mentor, train, bring other people up, empower them, make sure that, and this is not just Nigerians, these are people that are in other countries as well. Try to make sure that those tools that I did not have when I was learning, I make it available for other people. So right now I have a good number of close to 1,000 students that I have impacted directly, in the animation industry. So enough about me. Why are we using Blender? Why are we using Blender and not Cinema 4D? Why are we using Blender and not After Effects Element 3D? So basically, let me first confirm something. All right. So basically, Blender is what I would term a free and open source tool. Cinema 4D has so many paywalls behind it. You're paying for the software itself, you're paying to get access to Redshift, you're paying to get access to like V-Ray or Octane. Those are all renderers. Those are things that are things that help you. Right now, if you're already working in a studio, you're already a 3D motion designer, your studio is paying for it and all that, that's cool. But for someone who is new, a lot more people do not have that money off the rip to start paying for expensive software, so they tend to shift towards Blender. And over time it has a very huge community. Lots of people are learning it. It's newer compared to Cinema 4D. There are more tutorials for Cinema 4D than there is for Blender, but you can watch those tutorials and not be able to render out your works because you have to pay some money. That's what the whole thing's about, paying. So because of that, right, there is a lot of advantages as regards using Blender. Some of the add-ons and stuff that are here are free, some are very, very cheap, some are very, very affordable, and a lot more things are being added to Blender on a daily. It's an open source thing, so other people are suggesting things and they're adding it to the software. The community is large. It is good with pyrotechnics, fire, smoke, lighting is great. The render engine they have two amazing render engines. They are fast. It's perfect, in short, and it's one of those things that you need to know how to do, right? So for us, this is how we plan to break down Cinema 4D and introduce you to it. Essentially, we're going to start with the course overview, which is pretty much like how the course structure is going to be. So week 1, we're going to do introduction to Blender, everything you need to know about Blender, the interface, how it works, how the how the materials, node editor, edit button, all of that. So we're also going to be adding in the 3D, the materials, textures, add-ons, whatever it is that you need to begin your journey. That's what's going to be in that introduction to Blender, and that's week 1. So week 2, we have PayPal animation, and that essentially will look something like this.
With PayPal, there are so many opportunities behind the button. Just how flexible is PayPal? Let's check. When shopping, you can access multiple ways to pay at checkout, like bank accounts, credit cards, debit cards, credit points, credit, or something you need. So it is really...
So something like that is a simple 3D animation, nothing complicated, but the way we plan our works is such that you are working on real life projects. You're not working on, how do I import that cat alone in a video. You're working on how do I do that entire video, package it and give it to your client as a project. And that's important because you're not just going to be learning one thing, you're learning several things along that way. So all the challenges and every single thing that would happen between that time, that's what you're learning. Do you get? So by the time you go through 9 weeks, you would already be good. You'd already have enough projects to show your client and whoever it is that you're working for, and you would most likely
Warum unser?
the job. So the next week is a POS, payment system animation, which is this one. Yeah, and this is how it looks. You're supposed to be able to create an animation that looks like this, with the lighting, the background, the 3D, all of it. That is our goal for this animation. Yeah. So the next one is billboards, animations, insurance animations. There's a huge number of them that will be worked on, and you're going to learn like all the lighting, the animations, mixing in 2D UI animations with 3D, this whole storytelling and how to animate something that looks like this. That is what is being taught. So let me see. Let me open the next one. So there's a long list of them, and every week we are going to be doing an animation, most of which is focused on the fintech industry. Because I mean, a lot of brands and businesses, the ones that talk about having money that will be able to pay you, are in the fintech industry. Now, the other industries as well, there's hospitality, there is music, there's oil and gas. There's a bunch of other industries in the world, but you can choose which one you focus on. But many of these tools that we are going to learn, some of them are especially crafted for those ones who have a mobile app, a payment system, a website that they want to animate. So by the time you're learning all the tools, you're learning how to do every single thing in Blender, you shouldn't have an issue with entering into those other industries. So we're just using fintech as one of the ways, but there's so many other industries that you can also enter into once you start. So trust me, there's a whole lot more that I'm not showing in terms of what we're going to be learning. But from the few that I've shown, you should have an idea of how much knowledge is being given out in this course. So this is the point where I was meant to do a demo animation. So the demo animation, when I demoed, it took us over 2 hours to finish the demo. So I'm just going to plug in like a speed video of the demo, so it wouldn't take us so much time. So let me just pick that in. Give me a second. Yeah. So I would put, yeah. Okay, cool. So this is, let me start it from the beginning. So most of our UI will be designing in Figma, right? And we would take those screens that we designed and all that, and we'll start moving them. Sorry that this will be cracking and all, but let me see if I would do a very quick playback. So yes, if you're familiar with Figma, for example, that would be good, because you can easily use that knowledge to marry what we're going to be teaching in Blender, and to be easy for you to understand how Blender works. So here we are in Blender. We previously had already imported the car, the materials, we did the lighting, we did the building on the wall, and right now we want to add that screen, that screen I designed in Figma into this place. Now the thing is, it is it's not like I want to show everything in a demo, like, you know, the skills and all, but I just want to let you know that these are the things that will be taught. So trust me when I say you're going to be able to use that knowledge effectively to build way more complicated things than this. So you have UV editing that will also be done. You have different world maps and lighting, and would also be animating. There is a graph editor here as well, so we'd also be learning how to use the graph editor to control our animations. So if you're familiar with After Effects, with the intro and outro and all that, then you should be good with the way this one is. This is the graph editor like I spoke about. Next is, let's see. So then we would all be figuring out how to like fine tune the animation, make sure that every render is clean and it looks, good and all. So when we finish the scenes, we then render out our animation to one-on-one like this. So this was how the final picture came to be. So even the tire here, from being straight, the tire is moving, that ball is moving, and if you wanted to add like animation to certain places and all that, you have that freedom. And all of this was built from scratch in Blender. Now imagine the more simple, because some of these things are complicated to a lot of people. Imagine the simple things you'll be able to know how to do if you know how to do the complicated ones, and these complicated ones, so to speak, are things that I will explain and break down so that it is not complicated for you, but imagine the level of detail that you'll be able to do and the amount of animations from anywhere that you'll be able to create. That's what we're going for. That's the goal for this class. So I'll just add in demo class so that you guys know that it is being done, so that you know that it is being done live and it is not anyone else's animation. So basically this is the demo, and this is how it will look like. So let me close this. So and the reason why we are focusing on businesses is because we want to be able to give businesses exactly what they want, right? We want to be able to give businesses exactly what they want, and we cannot at any point learn random stuff. You cannot be learning how to do abstract stuff when there are no businesses asking for it. Now, the main goal is, what is a business, what's a company ready to pay for? That's what you're learning. Like, what is this company ready to pay for? Now, some companies are ready to pay for to see their product being animated and used to tell a particular story that will lead to them selling. They want to do launch videos, they want to do explainer videos. They will see a very good idea, and they will be like, oh, I want to do 3D, and you don't know how to do it, So there's a bunch of stuff that we are learning, but we're learning it in line with businesses and brands. We're not just learning for learning's sake, So now, what are the work opportunities that you can expect to get? You can expect to continue as a freelancer. You can work as a 3D animator for fintech and Web3 brands. The Web3 brands for me is interesting because there's lots of like crypto projects that deal heavily with like 3D and animation, and you you should be able to know how to work with all those things. They love to see coins, 3D coins floating around. They love to see ATM cards, money, and a whole lot of other stuff. So if you're that 3D animator for them, that would be great. You can expect to work on Upwork, Fiverr, get some jobs from Discord. You can also do most of this stuff remotely, so you don't have to visit the place. You can do it from home. Then you can do product visualizations. Those ones that they will have a particular product, maybe something like this headphones. You can now animate it and all of that. Those ones are a bit simpler though, because but I mean, if the client wants that, then you'll be able to do something like that. You could also do content creation. You could now, know the tools to be able to do something like CGI. You know how to do tracking in Blender. You know how to mix real life footage with what's it called? Real life footage with your 3D animations and stuff. And yes, you can also work in marketing, digital marketing companies. So, who is this course for? Now, if you're an aspiring motion designer, you are somebody who is a freelancer, and you are a graphic designer, you're already familiar with design, that would be great. If you are a student, you're looking to learn a new skill from scratch, that would be great for you as well. You're a marketing professional, you want to add to your skills, you want to be able to have more and more skills to showcase to your clients, and you want to be able to unlock a whole new market for yourself, then you can also do this. If you're looking to upgrade your skills and add 3D motion to your portfolio, then this course is for you. Testimonials and success stories. So even if you check my Instagram, at Michael CXT, you can check the highlights. There's a review section there, and then there's students work section there. I have a previous course, the CXT After Effects course, motion design course, and that course has helped a lot of people. There are people that just got to like week 1 or week 2 and they landed several jobs. There are people who still credit me today for helping them get to the point where they are. And during our live session, we had someone who talked about how from a project that he did in week 3, he got the attention of the brand manager for that brand, and now he's currently working for that company, and he's one of their most valuable team players because there's no other person around him that knows the level of knowledge and skills that he has. Motion design is still something that doesn't have a very high barrier of entry, so a lot of people still depend heavily on motion designers. So now imagine you're now going the extra mile, you're now a 3D animator. Trust me, you would really be able to kill it in terms of animation.
That's exactly what you just said now, Michael. Is exactly what my story is. I haven't been able to complete the 2D course because of the work. Ever since, okay, let me continue where I stopped. So I think in my third week, I did a case. After taking one of the classes in the third week, so I did my own project, my own case study of a popular brand in Nigeria, and casually posted. I was just practicing. Basically, it wasn't even perfect. If I go back to the video right now, it's I look at it and I laugh because it's actually poor. So, but I just it's not that smooth. I casually posted it on my socials and then slept off. The following day, a marketing manager from one of the Nigerian, a prominent Nigerian bank, contacted me. He DM'd me directly and asked me if I wanted to do some projects for them. I went there. We talked. Of course, I wanted to. So he engaged me, and from there we started talking. He invited me over. I started doing some projects for them on contract basis. After a few projects, he asked me if I wanted to like work with them full time. And that was how I was able to like leave my old job and move on to where I am currently right now. So, and that helped me to like, how do I put it? My earnings skyrocketed. Like what I used to earn was like, it went up like 5 times. So I don't know. And I think that was just week 3. I hadn't even gone into week 4. That was just week 3. And so that's basically the summary of my story. and I can't wait to start this one. I've not Till today I've not finished the 2D course because of the volume of work. The volume of work I'm still trying to like finish up that course because I'm still learning a lot of new things from the because I haven't had time. So they value me so much at my place of work, even though I know that my mentor, my mentor knows a lot. I barely know a fraction of what my mentor knows, but they value me so much. They almost worship me. This guy is too good. But I know that I know that well, I know I'm good. I mean, I know I'm good. My designs are very good, but I know that there's still a lot more I can learn. Especially when I compare my work with Michael's work, I know there's still a lot to learn. I've come a long way, but there's still a lot to learn. But my value, the summary is that my value has increased, and all thanks to Michael. And yeah, I couldn't be prouder, honestly. Yeah, all thanks to God. So I'm anxiously waiting to even start this one. But yeah, thank you very much. That's my own testimony. I know that I have my classmates here. I can see a lot of them. I can see Austin. He may be shy to talk, but I know a lot of them. I can see West Graphics Daniel. I see you now work and all of that. But yeah, so that's just my
Now,
story.
in terms of pricing, there's really only one major option. So the full cost price for all of this, the 9 weeks, the community, the files and everything, is 500k. Yeah, and really that's what you should expect if you want to charge for a video. Like if you charge for a single 3D motion video, there are brands and businesses. If you are good, there are brands and businesses that will not have an issue paying you that, But now the knowledge you're getting is like so many videos, so much knowledge, and the ability to continue doing this. Like you're not losing the knowledge. After you've done it for one video, you can still do it for another video, another video. You can still do the exact same video for another client. You know how most of these things go. So the full cost price is 500k. But for those that pay before we launch in October, you can expect to pay 250k. That's 50% off that price. For the international community, it is $500, and there's a discount till October 2 of 50%, which is $250. And for those who require one-on-one coaching, they want to ask you questions back and forth, and they want to make sure that you are always answering them and all, then the price is $1,000. Now, why is the Nigerian community different from the international community? So basically, some countries have restrictions on the kind of tools that you use. There's some add-ons that cannot work. There's a bunch of things that could go wrong when it comes to the international community. So you need to pay extra attention to them. You need to be able to troubleshoot whatever issue is wrong, and a whole lot of other stuff. Now, the opportunities that are available for the international community is way higher than that one that's available for the Nigerian community. So you can expect to do some of this 3D and help out, brands and businesses over there very quickly. So that's why that price is more. Those that want to pay, some have already paid already, but those that also want to pay before October, you can ask for an account detail to get the account directly. There is the link to the website to be here as well, so you can expect to click that and go to the website and see all the pricing options. You can go to the main stack link and then also see how much it is there, and then you can pay. You'll be given, so the course starts on Saturday, October 5th, 2024, and you'll be given access on a weekly basis. So the way my courses normally go is it's very closer to home. It's not like on a website where you just go and then you can whatever you want to do. It's more like you're closer to me, so you can ask me questions, you can do back and forth, and a whole lot of other stuff. So you'll be given access on a weekly basis. When you complete that week, you submit your assignment and you move to the next week. You submit your assignment, move to the next week. Before you know it, you've gotten to week 8, and quickly like that, you have completed the course, So, in conclusion, The course is the perfect stepping stone for anybody who is looking to enter into 3D motion design. If you're an aspiring motion designer, you don't know anything about motion design, you want to expand your skill, you want to be good with animation, you want to go into 3D, you want to focus on your fintech industry or all the chain industries you'll be focusing on all this while, this course is perfect for you. And if you want to be able to work on real projects with me, you want me to guide you, mentor you, make sure that you master Blender, and you also drop a portfolio that is fully 3D, you can expect to get all of that in this course. Thank you so much for listening. You can join the group to make sure that you're always up to date on any information as regards the course. We're always listening, so in case, let's say in terms of pricing, you want to break your payments down to be able to make it possible for you to join, that's okay as well. One of the questions that people on the live call asked is when there will be another one. So before I found time for this one, it really took me a lot. So I'm expecting that I'll first take care of those ones who have signed up for this one, make sure that all the works that I'm putting out are great, and I want to make sure that this one I'm currently doing is successful if I think of doing another one. But yeah, you can reach out to me, contact and everything will be in the description so that you can ask any question you want to ask. You can phone me, you can text me, just to make sure that whatever questions you have, whatever issues you have, you'll be able to get them answered. Alright, so thank you very much for listening.